you guys did not have workbook due because we just went over 2 chapters.
Mr. Fowler, should we hand in our test, or
What was that?
should we give our test in, or?
Oh, I will take your test, yes. We need kindling for the fireplace tonight, so.
Excellent.
Just kidding. Imagine that though.
Yeah.
Imagine like you hand in the test, it took you 2 hours, and the teacher just like rips it up.
I think I've heard
Right.
a teacher doing that
It's
before.
an effort grade.
What was that?
It's like, oh, it's just an effort grade. He rips it and throws it in the trash. I'm like, what?
Wait, it's just a what grade?
An effort grade, and then
Oh,
he just
effort,
rips it up and
okay.
throws it away.
Yeah. So, although you didn't have workbook due,
It's over by the copier. There's a stapler on the shelf next to the copier.
Wait, a stapler?
Yes, on the shelf next to the copier.
because we just went over 2 chapters, and we'll never get through 2 chapters of workbook next week. Let's work on some of the first one together now, and it will be fun.
We left it at home by accident.
Oh, you left your workbook at home? Well, we can do
Group work.
this. I have a bunch of workbooks, but they're not all here. I will look on with someone and you can use mine, because there's 2 of you. You don't have one, correct? So, okay, you guys want to share and then, okay, well then do you just want to, because you're closer, do you want to hand them yours? Sweet.
Your copy won't
Sharing.
write on it.
Don't copy all the answers I wrote in there.
Yeah.
The page looks kind of blank.
Like,
Invisible egg. Oh snap. That's so expensive.
Not really.
Well, how do they get it to just not even,
It just doesn't reflect regular light.
you know?
It's not that difficult to formulate correctly.
Okay, so now I realize that pretty much all of you will not have it done, unless, wait, have you already done this?
I just did the first part.
Okay,
But Val did it.
so I will call on Val first to give you all time. But do pay attention too, so that you learn during all of them. We're on page 67. All right, Val number 1.
That is the third person singular, present middle passive indicative from Pisteo. He sure it is believed.
Yep. And it would be, you just want to pronounce that pistuo.
Pistuo.
And so, yes, right? He is believed, or he is trusted, or something like that.
Why isn't it believing?
Well, she went with a simple.
Okay. But
You
it-
could do that. Go ahead and put it into a continuous, and give me that inflected medium.
So you're saying that the ending changes? That I
Nope,
don't know.
I'm saying that because it's present tense, it could be translated either way in English. She
Okay,
said
he,
he,
she, it is believing.
well, then,
Are
it,
believing.
well, that would be an active translation, right? He is believing.
Okay.
What would you have to add to make it passive and continuous?
Will you? No, that
It's-
doesn't sound right.
It's a little bit of a toughie. You want to add the verb to be, and you want to make that one the continuous one.
Don't get it.
It would-
He sure it is being believed.
yeah, it would be he is being believed.
Okay.
So that's a little funky. You'll probably never actually translate it that way in a real text situation. So, number 2, Lois, would you like to do number 2?
Sure. Blue este.
Yep.
And that was the, okay. So, it's the second person, plural form. said you are loose? No.
Okay, which one do you wanna go with?
Val always has the right answer.
No,
so I'm
I
gonna
don't,
go
because I
with
might pick
Well,
the wrong one.
You are loosing would be luete,
Louis.
cause it would have an active ending, right?
Oh, that's right.
But
So-
este is that middle passive ending. So she has you are being loosed or you are loosed, right?
Yeah.
And also remember that in the present, this voice is actually middle passive, not just middle,
Okay,
because it could be either one.
okay.
Okay, very good. Dad, you want to do number 3?
Tsunage? No, Tsunage, I mean?
Yup, tsunage.
Tsunage.
Well, think of your luo paradigm.
No. The third, okay.
It is third person.
I am. We are. The gender would be.
Well, there's no
I
gender.
mean, okay, third person
Yep,
is.
and then you'll go right to number, the next column.
It would be present, I think it would be,
Well, you want to go in order. So the first one, you said third person, right?
right.
So that's correct. Now your next one is number. So is it singular or plural? Well, think of the luo paradigm. Luo, lues, lue, luamen, luete, lus. Think of those endings. Which ending does this have?
This would be the. Yeah, that's okay, singular.
Yep, third singular.
He, she is Lusa.
Well, that's if it were from luo.
Right.
Now you do tense voice mood.
So present, past indicative,
It's present, and then what did you say?
present. Active indicative.
Yes, it is, because it's right from that first paradigm you learned.
So they're still doing the process, okay, so we are losing.
Well, it's not from luo, it's from sunago.
I don't even know what that word is though.
So sunago is, can
Yeah, have
be,
we had that word? I don't recognize it.
oh yeah, if it's in here, you've had it. It might be from chapter 18, but
Yeah, 'cause
technically,
I've only done the vocabs up to through 17.
yeah. So technically, it's on the syllabus for today. So you have had it, or
No, but anyway,
supposed to have had it.
yes.
So sunago can be to gather together, to invite, stuff like that.
Okay, so we are inviting.
Well,
If you're
you
talking
said
about
it's-
reflected meeting.
you said it's third person singular. We
Oh,
is
I am
first.
inviting.
Well, that's first person, I. But third person singular. So first person is going to be I for the singular, and then
Third person is he, she, or it. right?
correct. So you have to put that in to your translation because this is third person.
Okay, he, she, or it is inviting.
Yep, you can do he is inviting. You can do
It
or.
does not clear as,
You can just pick one. It doesn't matter. You can
He
put
is
he, she,
inviting.
it
He
if
is
you want.
right, he, she, or it, whichever.
Okay, and what if it were just simple instead of continuous? Cause you said is inviting, but what if it were just a simple present?
He is invited. He is being invited.
Well, that's passive.
He invite, no, he invites. No.
Yes, he invites. Cause it's active, so he is doing the action of the verb. So, like you said, the first one you said is fine.
Oh, yeah, right, because
He-
they're both verbs, they're still.
Is inviting
It's doing-
is
doing the
progressive.
action, then out of direct,
He invites is simple.
or accusative rather. It's not, yeah.
All right. Heidi, can you do 5?
5. Poruometha.
So do you just want to say that one more time, putting the emphasis on where the accent mark is?
Okay. Poruometha. Poruometha.
Yeah, paruametha. And-
Poruometha.
The epsilon, oopsilon is technically U, but some places it's kind of funky to say it, so you can do U, so, but it could be paru, ametha, paru, ametha, yeah,
Okay.
so,
So, I'm gonna say it is first person plural,
yeah.
present middle, still indicative for the mood.
Yep, well, I'll make one comment, but you're, later, but you're doing good, keep going.
Okay. And then it would be room. Poruma is the lexical form.
Well, you're gonna look for amai for your ending,
Parama,
so paruamai.
paruama.
Mhm.
And then the meaning is, was that, no, the previous one is to be able,
Mhm.
it's like to go or live.
Yep, to go, to proceed, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, right, so then that would be, we live, we go on.
Yeah, we go, is live a gloss that he gives you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Just so you know, the vast majority of the time it would be go or proceed.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that live was a gloss for it. But yes, very good. Now, why is it not paru o for the lexical form? Why is it paruamai?
To deponent?
Yes, it's deponent, right? Because this form, paruamatha, shouldn't it be a passive sort of translation? But it was translated in an active sense. That's because it's deponent. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention that I forgot to earlier is when you have a deponent verb, when you're parsing it for the voice, put deponent. Put D-E-P. Yes,
Instead of active or passive or middle.
correct.
How do we identify that that one was deponent?
Well,
Versus-
you would just need to know it from its lexical form.
Then how would you have declined paruo in, I guess, first person plural, passive or middle indicative?
What's your question? I don't understand the question.
Just looked at the.
Yeah, if you had the verb paruo and you needed it.
But you wouldn't technically because paruo doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
At least not in the New Testament.
Okay.
So you mean like if you were looking in the text and you saw paruo or paruamen,
Or you needed, if you had.
But you wouldn't.
That word doesn't exist, I thought it did. Never mind, my question is, that word does not exist.
would anyone like to tell me some info about number 8? Nuxin. Yes.
It is accusative, plural,
you're on the right track, but maybe you're thinking
Which
that
one's
ending goes
it?
with a different case. It's dative.
It's dative. Which one's the accusative for third declension?
It would be alpha sigma, like sarcas.
Oh, okay. So
Alpha sigma.
it's dative.
Yep.
It's dative. It's plural.
Yes.
It's masculine and feminine, right? It's just
Well, it's a noun, so it'll be either one,
it's
not
either
both.
one. I don't know which one that is.
So you know what? I'm technically not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's feminine.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And the lexical form is nukes.
It is nukes, yes. And how would you translate it?
In night, at night.
Yes, but be more literal. Think of the number.
Oh, with nights.
Yeah, because it's plural.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very good. So he's with nights, you could say that, because it's you're supplying a preposition to make it an indirect object. So just like sarks, right? Similar to sarks. Okay.
If I had to turn down.
Would someone like to try warm up letter delta? Letter delta.
I'll give it a maybe a whirl.
Yes, please.
Alpoi, pistuantai, hupa, pon, daimonion.
Yes.
That would be they came. I forget hupa,
Well, you have the they right,
you know.
but that's not from Erkamai.
Oh no, sorry. That's
Is that from believe?
It is,
Pistuo?
yes.
Okay.
But you have pistu antai, so.
that would be third plural.
It is third plural,
Of
which
the
matches
variety,
they, so this
yeah.
makes sense.
They
Now you know
are
what
believing. No, they are being believed.
they are being believed is okay. Why don't you put it into a simple? Because it's a little
They
more
are
natural.
believed.
They are, wait, what did you say?
Not believed.
Yes,
It is
they are believed.
They
The
are
reason why that messes with people sometimes is believed, you see the ED and you're thinking that's past tense.
Yeah.
But it's the helping verb
Yeah,
that's
it
in
is
the
the
present.
helping verb that's in the present.
Believed there is called a past participle. It's a fixed form in
Yeah.
English. So
They
they
are
are
believed.
believed, yep.
And then I forget hupa.
Hupa plus the genitive is by.
That would be by the demons.
Yes, they are believed by the demons. So, yes.
Go ahead, you'll probably answer my question.
Well, this is, if you're like looking for a Bible verse, sometimes in the warm-ups, he just makes up stuff, little chunks. So,
No, that's not it, it's not the meaning, I'm wondering why is our toy there?
oh, well, technically, even if Altoy was not there, it would still mean the same thing, right?
But it makes it like.
But Altoy is just making it a little more explicit. It is possible that it's placing emphasis on the word they, but you'd have to make that decision in context. So, hupa, one thing to take note of from this warm-up is that pistuantai is passive. Now, very frequently with a passive verb, you will then have hupa plus, the agent.
Yeah.
of that action, so it makes
That
sense.
makes sense.
Just like in English, if we use a passive verb, we often have the word by, right? I was punched by Chris Pekovich, right?
Why are we picking on the guy who's not here?
To keep,
Not even
sorry
here.
Chris, if you ever see this, I apologize.
Man.
But, okay, so, question, I thought I liked the looks of another one, yes. Beta, would anyone like to do beta? Siamese fighting fish.
No, 67.
Yep, the second warm-up, letter beta.
Oh, yeah, that one.
I would want to if I knew what tapoi mean, then
Tapoi, place, location. It's where like topography will come from, words like that.
So that's a noun.
Yep.
so the places of evil are loosed? Like that's what kaku means, like kakros?
Yeah, that's, I like the way you translate it because it's a good moment to explain something. That like, so the places of evil are loosed. That's pretty good. I like that. It's not right, but
It doesn't
I
sound
really
right.
like that you said that. Now, okay, so hoi tapoi are places, right? The places. Luantai, that's third plural from luo, and it's middle passive, right? So it goes with the places, right? The third plural, they match. So it's the subject. So these places are loosed or, right, there's other glosses. They are set free. They are like that sort of thing. So you have that part right. Now you have the places of evil.
Like the evil
Now,
place.
in English, the places of evil. What part of speech in English, that sentence you just said, what part of speech is evil? The places of evil.
It's sort of acting as adjective, right?
No.
Object of
Okay.
preposition.
Well, I'm not asking about the function of it, but what's its part of speech?
Oh no.
It is a noun.
It is
The way that you're using it, it is a noun. So in Greek, though, you would expect a noun right there. So the noun form would be like kakia, but this is not kakia. What is this? What's the lexical form?
the lexical form would be kakos, right?
Kakos, right? Now, what part of speech is kakos?
That's nominative.
Well, part of speech.
Subject.
Well, that's you're giving me, it's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective.
Oh,
it's an
it's a noun.
It's an adjective, right? Because it modifies a noun normally. But do we have something that kaku is matching in case, number, and gender? Is there a noun that it matches? No, because tapoi is in the nominative, it's plural, it doesn't match anything. What else does kaku have?
It has an article.
Yes, so when an adjective is not matched up to a noun and it's articular, what is it usually doing? How is it usually functioning? And usually this is when Heidi says the right answer.
And that word substantive.
It's substantival. Yes. It is, so the substantival means that it's standing in place of a noun. It's functioning as a noun. But it's almost always a person or an individual who displays that attribute. You know what I mean? So if you saw the good, usually, it depends upon the situation, but sometimes it could be like the good as a noun, but lots of times it's meaning the good person or the good one. So that's probably what's going on here. Your strongest translation then would be what?
The places of the evil one are loosed.
Yeah,
Are the
That's
evil
po-
places.
it's possible, but think about the verb and think about they are set free. What's another, like, this is genitive, so of, what's another possibility? The idea of moving,
For?
or moving away from, or, so the best translation here that I'm gonna go with are the places are set free from the evil one.
That's a lot different.
When I was best.
So here's the thing, the idea of and from are related, right?
Oh, so
Because of can be possessive, but of,
genitive can be from as well.
it's possible in certain instances. That's why I said I really liked your translation, because you guys don't really know that. So I was able to point it out. That would be, particularly because the verb means to set free or to loose, I think that would be the best translation possibility here. So basically set free from the devil. And real quick before I let you go, I'll give you another little tidbit on that point. Flip back to page 40. 40, there's an S in front of that. Although in Old English,
Oh,
S is in the middle, or older English, S is in the middle of a word were spelled with an F, right?
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
And the Declaration of Independence is all over the place.
I've never seen that thing in person, so. Well, actually,
Dan wrote it.
Yeah.
I see.
Well done. 26 of the signers of the Declaration of Independence actually graduated seminary of the 53.
26 of the 53.
Yeah. But we were not founded on Christian principles. Just ask an atheist outside.
Is everyone at page 40?
I think we were. I'm pretty sure we were.
Oh.
Just tell us.
Page 43.
Well, we're looking at
Oh, the Our Father?
we're looking at the Lord's Prayer.
Agricultural morals coming from.
Can you guys read that? Can you look at it?
Dear.
See the first line? Pater hemon
Hey, Mo.
ha en tois uranois. Come on, say it with me now. Hagiasteto ta anama su el theto he basileia su genetheto ta thelema su hos en urano kai epigeis tan artan hemon tan epiousian dos hemin semeran kai aphes hemin ta aphelemata hemon hos kai hemes aphekamen tois apheletais hemon kai me esenenkes hemas es perasman ala prusai hemas apatu paneru. Okay, very good. We just prayed the Lord's Prayer, although they took off the traditional ending because it's not in the oldest manuscripts. But if you look at that last part, after the comma,
Allah.
ala prusai hemas apatu paneru, right? But, ala means but, prusai is an imperative, and it means rescue or deliver, that sort of thing. Hemas is us, right, from ego. Appa is what,
From.
right?
The evil.
Appa to, whoops. Paneru.
That's bad.
So in the oldest manuscripts, the Lord's Prayer ends here?
Yeah. But deliver us, what do we say? How do we translate this?
Deliver us from the evil one.
But deliver us from
Evil.
evil, right? That's because the Lord's Prayer is fixed and you cannot change it. That's why your NIV will still say, hallowed be thy name, or hallowed be your name. Why do we have hallow in there?
We don't use it
No one says that, but it's because certain things that have become like fixed, because they're just so pervasively known. Non-Christians know the Lord's Prayer, right? It's a very, very well-known thing. So translators are reluctant to change the wording on certain things because of it, which I understand. But anyway, deliver us from evil. So we have deliver us from. Paneros is what part of speech?
adjective.
It is an
This case,
adjective. It's an adjective. Is it matching up with any noun in this line?
No.
It's not. Is it articular?
Yes.
It has an article, yes. So what have we just said in the previous examples, or example that we just went over, about adjectives that have an article and there's no noun that it's matched up with? What is it
It is a
functioning as?
noun.
Subject.
It's functioning as a noun, and it's almost always, what way? Like
Blank one.
substantival, but it's a person or being or whatever who is that. So this says, and this really isn't up for debate. One thing that's cool, I've been writing a few blog articles about a church father named Origen, his treatise on the Lord's Prayer. And when he gets to this part, he doesn't discuss whether this should be evil or evil one. He just gets into what this means about God protecting us from Satan. Because, and he's was born, I don't know, like 80 years after John died, and he's a native Greek speaker from Alexandria. The dude, read the New Testament as his native tongue. He knew what was up grammatically. There's no question here. This is saying we're praying for God not to lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from the evil one, from Satan. That's what that means. So I think that's pretty significant. Just generally deliver us from evil, or is he specifically saying deliver us from Satan? It really isn't a question. That's what it means. And because you guys know about substantival adjectives, you know this.
So one question I have is, if you're just to, you can't, if you're to take out the alpha in that, you would still translate it from. That
I would, in this
Yeah.
context, with this type of verb, deliver, and then just a genitive, I would go with from.
So you
Yep.
can't go with from. Okay.
You can, yep. But here, super explicit, because we have the preposition.
But it's always either from or of or from, but usually of.
Yeah, oh yeah, most of
really
it,
points to from.
the vast majority of the time, it's of.
But it's either one of those two.
It can be from, you need to think of the vast majority of the
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, very good, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, you out there on the internets, and have a nice weekend.